The Lethaithans are going to be the main course of this story. So, sorry. Lethaithans are currently governing the world where the players enter. So they have immortality. Lethaithans are up top, and then you get the dragons who pretty much serve them. Think, I'm going to make this reference, but this could be a bad move on YouTube. Not to hell with the consequences, just I don't know the consequences, so this is me pleading ignorance. Is that a thing to do? I have no idea. Either way, that's what I'm going to do. How to Train Your Dragons, the first movie where you see like the massive dragon just chomping down on little dragons. If you haven't seen that movie, don't worry about it. So then what happens? I forgot to put on timer. Putting on timer now. Okay. So then what happens? The Lethaithans, they have a society. They are basically the sentients, and Order responded with having the dragon have 8 children, the humans. 8 children being different types of sentients. They could have birthed... I won't say they birthed the humans and then they fucked the humans, therefore making dragonborns. I'm gonna go with that logic. Even I don't know how they made the humans. I think that's up to interpretation, whether they physically molded the humans out of dust or something, or they... I could go with the dust reference, because that's also... it's another biblical reference. I guess I should reference something else, right? I'm talking to my past self. What if I make them reference... I'm talking Red Hood. That's his name, not past self. Even though he is my past self. No, he's my future self, because Red Hood's my future self. Past self is Robin. I'm also trying to learn this because I think it would make this conversation more funny if I just talked to Robin at some point. But Robin. I mean, fuck. It's Jason Todd. No, I'm Jason Todd. Red Hood. Dang, I'm confused. Though it's funny. That's why I'm doing it, for the humor. Humor. So let's think of another reference that's not dust. What are humans made from? The monkeys? Yeah, that's referencing science. Well, technically, I think it's currently evolution saying they were made from... Humans come from fishes. I will say monkeys for now, because that also... I'll reference some Scientology. But... So... They were formed from monkeys, given sentient life, and therefore they had free will. There were 8 current concepts when they were born. Communing, understanding, knowing, being, foretelling, destruction, creation, existence. I will make another video for each one of them. But these 8, when they originally made humans, there were 7 qualities. However, chaos saw this and entered into an 8th quality. There's 1 false quality. One of those I listed is not true. I have picked one that I think is the least amount true, though I'm not sure if I'm going to reveal that to the audience or to the masses. For 2 reasons. Either my players are watching this and are trying to come up with their own interpretations, and therefore I'm giving them an answer, which I want them to find the answer. And number 2, if another person wishes to use this world for their own devices, then they can make which quality they think is the most chaotic quality. What quality supports the most chaos. So, and again, I'll make another video about each one of those. And then I am discussing... So, there were 8 qualities and thus made an issue. And the campaign's going to start out with the players in one of these families. Each one of the families, they've given themselves their own task. Generations have passed with this at this point. I don't know how long, like how far between the first creation versus. We'll just say this is the endless war because there are three immortals in play. They're constantly fighting each other, which makes off a standstill in the end. But they still want to be the only immortal. They have greed. Lethaithans especially. Lethaithans have not only greed but also want the best in item. They don't want just gold. They want pure gold. They want the finest quality. Similar to dragons. Dragons just inherit their greed. However, originally they wanted the best, not just the most, but the best. So the humans do a festival each year where they have to go up to Lethaithans, ask for permission to stay on their land, and the Lethaithans ask for items they wish. So the humans learn how to become crafters, and each one of the ideologies or one of the original families, their name entitles some sort of craft. I'll go over each craft individually, but for now, communing does fabric, understanding does pottery, knowing does jewelry, being does blacksmithing, foretelling does painting, destruction does masonry, creation does carpentry, and then existing does dance and music. So one of those are the faults. And yeah, I think I just discussed the families. I discussed their cultures. So they bring up the new ones, and then they gift the presents the next year, and then they're given a new task. So every year they have to go through the cycle of doing what the Lethaithans want, and there may be some issues with that. Some people are probably happy with the thing. They see the balance. Some people want more, and therefore they don't like the endless war. They want to find a way to kill Lethaithan in immortality. So it creates conflict, which is the purpose of D&D, to not just have conflict, but to instill it into the players and ask them how they answer the conflict. Or at least that's my understanding of D&D. I can't remember. I think that's everything I wish to discuss. Next, I'll discuss each of the families. Yeah. But this is the Lethaithans, their society. I don't know if I'll go into the other societies. Behemoth. The Behemoth and all the other ones. I probably shouldn't have that up while I'm doing it. I do have the Behemoth card. And I don't think I'm going to go into the Fae or the Titan Society unless they actually enter into the societies. I might do it just for my own self. So I guess this is the Lethaithan video. I guess I'll do the Behemoth video next. Then do Yggdrasil. That's society. And then I'll go more in depth into the human society in each one of the families. I do not have an answer for what the giants made. Because, no, the Titans made the giants. So that would, I'm just going to do my own video of it and think it through.